everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm doing another video. Now today, of course, I'm doing a Next Step Season 8 related video, and today I'm going to be talking about the possibility of Nick cancelling Nationals in Season 8. Now obviously, that's a bit of a statement to make, and I do have a little bit of proof to go with it, and I just kind of want to let you know my theories for it and why I think it could happen. So let's get straight in. So I guess before I start talking about it, I do need to explain the proof I've got. So a lot of the Next Step cast members posted this write-up thing, I think it was like an article, and it was to do with the Next Step being on HBO Max, if that's how you say it. So I think all of the Next Step seasons are going on, and then Season 8's going to air on there in 2023, if I'm not wrong. The first thing I noticed is that there's going to be a 20 dancer opening dance, which is absolutely mental. Like, we normally have 12 at the most. Can you imagine 20 dancers in Studio A? Like, that is going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited already. So A Troop and B Troop maybe are going to merge then in that case. The only other thing I can think is that there's like A Troop on one side, B Troop on one side, and it's kind of like an opening dance battle sequence or something, but I really don't know. Like, it's going to be so cool to see. Maybe it's like before the competition where they merge or something like that. Another thing it said is that A Troop and B Troop have apparently settled their differences. So before I read the next sentence, I was really confused. Like, I was thinking maybe B Troop let A Troop go to Nationals or the other way round, and that they'd kind of just made peace. However, it then says in the absence of a competition. So has Nick cancelled Nationals? Who knows? After reading that sentence, my mind was like, wait, what? What is going on? What has Nick done? And why is this happening? So obviously I'm going to make a video on it. So this is my theory for why I think Nick has cancelled Nationals in Season 8. So there's a big fight in Studio A, similar to Season 5, where TNS East and TNS West merge and Miss Kate has to come in and save the day. So kind of like that. And it causes the studio to go into chaos. So Nick, bless him, can't stop the fight and calls Emily for help, because Emily's the only one who he trusts with something like this, the only one he thinks who can actually help the situation. As a result, Emily sends Michelle straight away to the studio, and somehow Michelle manages to get there. So obviously in real life, Michelle probably wouldn't get there in about like 5-10 minutes, but because it's the Next Step, we're gonna believe that she can. So go on, Michelle, run however you can get there. So Michelle went to Studio A and shouts enough at the dancers, just like how Miss Kate did, and everyone is so stunned to see her back, and they all stop shouting, and everybody's basically just in shock. So she says that dancing is about the heart and not about a competition, and she says that this isn't the Next Step she remembers, and she's really disappointed in everyone. So she decides to talk to Nick in the office and explains that they can't go to Nationals this way. So Nick explains the situation and says how A Troop weren't going to go, but then B Troop were training to go, and then that was all a big mess because they lost Dance Mania. And Michelle basically has to give Nick a really harsh talking to, because someone needs to, and Michelle feels as if that is her responsibility. Michelle gives Nick the harsh talking to, and she basically explains how Emily's gone now and he needs to accept that. He needs to step up and be the leader that the Next Step needs. And basically Michelle explains that she's going to be hanging around the Next Step because she doesn't want to leave until she knows it's in safe hands, and until she knows that it is a genuine safe place, because obviously if they're fighting it's not safe for the dancers. So she just needs to kind of work with the dancers, work with Nick to try and get it back to how she remembers it. Over the next few weeks and over the next few episodes, we see A Troop and B Troop get assigned different dance challenges by Michelle and Nick to try and work together again. So Nick is kind of just following Michelle's authority because he knows that Michelle knows what she's doing. So he learns a lot as well on this journey, and it's kind of lovely to see Michelle and Nick working together and seeing their chemistry. So as a result, A Troop and B Troop do settle their differences, and Michelle feels as if her work here is done. However, Nick then decides that he is going to put Nationals back on because he doesn't see a reason not to. And when Michelle hears this, she's really shocked, and she's kind of mad that Nick's undoing all of her hard work. So Michelle kind of says, you know what, if you want to go to Nationals, that's fine. However, I don't support it the way the studio is, because she explains how she's just got the two troops to work together, and by putting a competition in the middle of them is just not a good idea at this stage in time. So anyway, Michelle leaves Nick to do what he wants to do, and Nick kind of feels guilty because he feels like he's betrayed Michelle, but then he really wants the Next Step to go to Nationals, so that is what he goes with. A Troop and B Troop are obviously very excited that there's a possibility of them going, and then they kind of start arguing, but not as bad. They're just kind of scheming on how to get to Nationals, basically. So that's my theory for why I think Nick might cancel Nationals, and obviously it gets put back on, because I think in the article it said that it would come back on. I'm trying to remember now. It was ages ago when I read this, but that's what I think anyway. As well as that bombshell article, we also got some pictures from CBBC. They are very snazzy, and I just wanted to go through them all and talk about them. So Here we go. Why have I put Kenzie on there twice? Who knows? So the first picture we're going to talk about is Kenzie. So Kenzie's doing this, which is really cute. And it looks like she's behind Studio A, like in the backstage bit. I'm not really sure. I don't really know what to say about these pictures. I'm just going to kind of go through each one and let you know what I think, because there's not a lot to say. Then there's Kingston, who's smiling. I think they're all smiling. Most of them are anyway. Rochelle looking amazing, like a model, as she always does. Alex, aka Piper, she looks really happy. Maybe that means Piper's going to have a good season. Fingers crossed. Finn's doing this symbol, so that's kind of a Liam thing, I think, but you know, I love it. And finally we've got Julian, who plays Ozzy, and somebody pointed out, I can't remember who it is, if it was you, please let me know, and they said it looks like Nationals in the background of Julian, aka Ozzy's picture. So yeah, I mean, we kind of know Nationals is happening because of the whole, like, it's like this Be Real app thing where they did the other CBBC picture, so that looked like Nationals, and also with other things, like there was like a prop on a stage at one point, I think, which looked like Nationals. So Nationals seems very strong. This weird theory thing seems quite possible, but I really don't know what's coming in season 8. I know I say it at the end of every video, but I am so excited for season 8. Let me know your thoughts and theories on Nick cancelling Nationals and what you think could happen. I will see you very soon for another video. Like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, bye guys.